Smoke pours from a compound in Doha, Qatar, hit by an Israeli airstrike. Hamas negotiators had been meeting inside to discuss a U.S. proposal for a Gaza ceasefire. The strike killed 5 Hamas members and 1 member of Qatar's security forces. But the Palestinian group says Israel's attempt to wipe out the negotiating team failed. Qatar is angry. It's positioned itself as a mediator, a safe place where enemies like Hamas and Israel can sit down and talk. That's something the country says it will continue to be despite the Israeli strike. But Qatar's prime minister has made his country's anger clear, calling out Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu by name.
The Israeli attack that took place today on Qatari soil, we cannot call it anything other than state terrorism, carried out by Netanyahu as part of his systematic policies and ongoing attempts that have destabilized regional security and stability, is simply a clear message to the region as a whole. And this message says that there is a rogue player in this region and ongoing political recklessness that has encroached upon the sovereignty of states. Netanyahu himself declared that he would reshape the Middle East. Does this message mean that he intends to reshape the Gulf as well?
But Netanyahu says Hamas is paying the price for its October 2023 attacks in Israel, in which it killed over 1,000 people and took over 200 hostages.
They perpetrated the worst attack on the Jewish people since the Holocaust. Now, they were meeting in the same place, exactly the same place, where they celebrated this savagery almost 2 years ago. At the beginning of the war, I promised that Israel would reach those who perpetrated this horror. And today, Israel and I have kept that promise.
It's not just Qatar that's enraged by the Israeli strike, though. A stream of world leaders has condemned it in social media posts. And U.S. President Donald Trump is among those who are displeased. The U.S. is a key ally of both Israel and Qatar, but the U.S. says it didn't get enough advance notice of the strike to warn Qatar in time. Trump has hoped for a negotiated settlement to the Israel-Hamas war. The chances of that are now up in the air.
I'll be giving a full statement tomorrow, but I would tell you this. I was very unhappy about every aspect, and we got to get the hostages back. But I was very unhappy about the way that went down.
All this international backlash hasn't slowed down Israel's war plans in Gaza. Israel ordered the full evacuation of Gaza City Monday, with Netanyahu saying this is just the prelude to what he called an intensified ground maneuver. Nearly 2 years in, the war in Gaza shows no signs of a settlement. Scott Huang and John Van Trieste for TaiwanPlus.